AmeriCorps needs you now more than ever. What is AmeriCorps? It's your opportunity to help your neighbor and your nation through these difficult times. AmeriCorps members serve their communities by fighting hunger, teaching and tutoring and mentoring students, and responding to natural disasters. AmeriCorps is your chance to get involved and be the greater good. Search hundreds of opportunities and apply at joinamericorps.gov. That's joinamericorps.gov.
Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox at gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 738. We've got Jeff Holiday, who is just out grilling some burgers.
I was.
Yeah.
I totally was. I was out grilling some burgers. Okay, so before this episode kicks off, I gotta make a hot take here. I've spent the entire day watching early 90s soap operas. Passions. I was watching
I watched this in its original run.
It's so brutal.
And there's a little person. I'm being politically correct.
I like that.
Yes, there's a little person
that plays a doll that was brought to life. There's a lot of weird.
A witch.
Yeah.
There's a witch who was like one of the first persecuted witches during the Salem witch trials, who's now plagued the town of Harmony for hundreds of years.
Yeah, this is a mid to late
by a little person.
Yeah, and this is a soap opera. But it's like it has like mystical elements to it.
So me and my really good buddy, we watch 5 episodes every single weekend on Saturday. But I usually at this point I would just be resting, but we have very important things to talk about.
We do.
So I've elected to, in my drunkenness, jump into this show. So if I have any really super hot takes, just know that I'm already drunk and I don't give a shit.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Oh, you got a Rainier.
It's called Rainoir. It's French.
Rainoir.
Rainier beer
Vitamin R
comes from here.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
I've got the Rainoir.
You know what? I want to start off today's show with on kind of a lighthearted note before we get into the real stuff that we have to talk
about. And
we should.
And actually, I have a segment of cutting the fat, but it's actually, oh shit, what is this saying? Oh, okay. We'll read that later. Actually, I'm the subject of the cutting the fat this time.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a video highlighting my recently my multiple technical fuck ups. And you'll have to forgive whoever filmed it. They filmed it like off a screen on their phone, but it's still funny. So I want to play it here. It's really short.
So we have Tucker White said, I would like to make an announcement.
Or Wallace and all of them. Okay, all right. I'll put you on full here. Oh shit. All right.
Wallace, this is stupid.
Is that based on?
Oh shit. Oh shit. My bad.
The police, the mayor of Seattle, Jimmy Durkin, said.
Oh shit. You're pissed off.
Good. Billy does not look amused at all.
No,
That's fucking fantastic.
I was fucking up.
So the last episode with Scott and Asterios, by the way, was of course fucking epic. I love Scott. I love Asterios.
They're great.
Way too much fucking fun. Those guys are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Asterios came to me and was like, man, I really like being on with Scott. And Scott was like, I hate being on with Asterios.
Yeah, but Scott will do anything. Scott will do anything we tell him to.
Right.
He's a good hand.
Right.
That's great, dude.
Yeah. All right. So this is weird because this is actually part of the news segment, technically, because we're going to read a news article. So I guess it's time for DP Action News. Here it is.
Yeah.
It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Wow. 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 Puking dog. Wow.
Puking dog.
Wow. So much puking dog. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
All right. So I woke up this morning and saw a tweet from Josh Pescator.
Yep. Shout out to Josh Pescator.
Yeah.
He's been doing good.
Yeah. Really good reporting from Josh Pescator. And
he's a dog whistler.
And here's the article. So apparently Chris Hansen, and we'll get into the article. This is the article that mentions it.
Yep.
Chris Hansen has signed a deal to sign away the rights of his Onision investigation.
Who's gonna play me? Can we get the dwarf from Passions to play me?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that person's alive anymore.
Oh, damn.
He's dead, actually.
Yeah.
He's dead. Yeah. Unfortunately. That'd be good, though. You looked very similar to him. You're like the bigger version of Timmy from Passions.
Months ago, people thought I was shilling for Onision because I was going after Chris Hansen for grifting the community. But Pescator, Hansen is a good guy. He helps. For real? Hansen has just sold the rights to his Onision story to Discovery ID and more to come.
Who exactly is Discovery ID? I'm not familiar with this.
I think it's a Discovery Channel.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a...
Is it part of Discovery
Channel?
Is it part of like the Discovery Channel umbrella?
I think so, yeah.
So there's a larger production company that is in control of Discovery, which was the original flagship. Then they created History Channel. Then there was a Science Channel. There's H2. There's all these other like sub channels that all came from it. All of them are under the umbrella of the Discovery Channel IP.
Okay.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I think the Discovery Channel production company is the ones who bought the rights to Onision. Here's what I'm curious about, though. This is what I don't know, and I don't know if you've heard from Greg or not lately, but like, obviously Greg has to be in on this deal.
No,
right?
He doesn't know.
You think he's getting paid on this deal?
He should.
He should have to, shouldn't he? Shouldn't he have to?
I don't know if he has to. I think if they only use material collected by Chris Hansen has the story rights. They're going to make the story based off of Chris Hansen's story, his telling of it.
Okay, I'm gonna look this. Maybe this is a hot take or some shit like this. But if you're the dude who's been fucking grooming underage kids to like fucking come to your house for years and whatnot, shouldn't you at least reap the benefits of having that story sold to a major production company? I mean, like, no. Hey, hang on a second. Hang on a second. That sounds spicy, right? That sounds spicy. But am I wrong?
You warned everyone that you'd come out spicy, and here you are. How far in are we?
It's your fucking story. It's your story. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but like, it's literally his story.
Well, if they're trying to make it a Tiger King level story, they're gonna need me for interviews because I'm kind of like
you are already trying to clout chase.
I'm kind of like that fat guy in Tiger King that was on the jet ski and everything. They need weirdos like me to make this thing hot. If Netflix, you know what? Fuck it. I'm selling the story to Netflix.
Okay, well, like when fucking what was the name? The fucking Menendez brothers, Kyle and
Lyle and Kyle and
Kyle Menendez. When they optioned that shit for a fucking movie, you know who they had to go and talk to be able to get the actual rights to make that into a movie? They had to go straight up and talk to Kyle and Lyle Menendez. They had to fucking talk to those dudes.
Look who's pissed, though. Look who's pissed.
Repsion, can you link me this article talking about this? I need to take a look, because if this is true, I'm fucking pissed.
There you go.
Why would he be pissed? There's
what
Repzilla.
do you think was going to fucking happen about this shit?
There's Repzilla in the bottom. What article is this?
Look at Repzilla. Yeah. I always see this person, Irish badass.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Always calling people out.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, Repzilla has no credibility, like as a journalist on the internet. He's just some dude with like Hot Topic fashion.
He also has a traumatic brain injury.
Whatever. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say anything on that. I'm not going to rip on him for that.
I'm not ripping. I'm just saying when you look for Repzilla for information, remember he has a traumatic brain injury. So
I'm not going to use that to discredit him.
You can't take everything he says from a place of clear mind.
Oh my god!
Because of his traumatic brain injury, he uses it as an excuse whenever he fucks up.
He does.
So that's the only reason I'm saying
But I was
this.
trying not to do it, because that gives him the.
It's not an excuse though, dude. You fucked up. Own it. Don't use your TBI as an excuse. Just apologize and move on.
None of that is the problem. None of that is the problem. It's not Repsion, it's not Repzilla, it's not any of these people who make anti-Onision videos or pro-Onision. None of that is the fucking problem. The problem with this ultimately is that we have this trend, this tendency to jump onto these fucking bandwagons, yeah? And the people who are passive viewers or even very excited viewers, you start rattling your fucking sabers and you get really upset and you post on your boards, you obsessively post and catalog every fucking thing that Onision does, and you know who the fuck you are. And then you consume these fucking content, these fucking videos from these YouTubers who passively just make these stupid fucking videos, and there's nothing in them. It's empty, hollow platitudes. There's nothing there. None of it's actually of substance. None of it means a fucking thing. None of it's actually going to get anybody sent to fucking jail. And all of you are doing this group hallucination. You're all sitting around fucking jacking off, believing that somehow justice is going to be fucking served. And all of you are fucking cucks. You're cucks. None of it is actually going to amount to anything. You know what it amounted to? This is what it amounted to. Now we see exactly the ultimate sum and total of all this bullshit.
I wonder if
Chris Hansen is going to sell this to a production company, and he's going to sell it to make some fucking stupid what's the greeting card company? Hallmark. A Hallmark fucking made for TV fucking movie. All of your righteous indignation, all of your fucking energy, all of this fucking time you people have spent into this is going to be sum and total worth nothing more than a Hallmark fucking movie.
43 minutes ago, Chris Hansen posted to Twitter, "No one is selling rights to a story to a network. That's not even how it works. And why would you not explore expanding an important story to a wider audience? Shouldn't the survivors' voices and the quest for justice go beyond YouTube?
None of this has anything to do with that.
Oh, just hiding behind them. They're your human fucking shields, Chris Hansen. By the way, everyone, if you're watching right now and you enjoyed the stream so far, please grant us a like. We're already over 100 likes, and that's great.
That's pretty cool.
He's already doing damage control right now.
Shouldn't this... Okay.
We all agree that Onision is a piece of shit. We all agree. We all know that. We all know that Greg is a fucking piece of shit. He's very predatory, whether he broke the law or not. We all know he's an asshole.
But everybody who makes money off of Onision and makes 1,000 fucking Onision videos are pieces of shit too. Fuck you if you disagree.
That's right.
Sorry.
That's right. That's right. And that's what I like. What I've been trying to fucking say to people for so fucking long. Like, yes, of course, Onision's a piece of shit. We all know that. We all accept that. Nobody is being like, well, actually, no, he's not. No, fuck you. No, nobody's saying that.
I don't know.
We're all just, dude. Okay.
I don't know. I think I know someone who said that.
I told everybody he was a piece of shit when I was telling him he was my friend.
I mean, well, he's one of the. There's a okay. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But there's all these instances of people making this content and these views to try and further bolster their own public opinion, to try and heighten their own fucking perception off of Onision's backbone.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I get the game. I understand the game. I've been in YouTube for a long fucking time. I understand. But at the same time, you don't get to be a virtuous person who gets to pass down condemnation on other people when the most virtuous thing you have is to siphon off of fake virtue off of Onision being a scumbag, okay? Because that is the easiest, shittiest fucking way to be virtuous.
So is Discovery ID a cable network, or is it?
I think it's cable, yeah.
Or is it online streaming?
It's cable, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
it comes in a package.
So they're gonna take these. They're gonna take Onision, who's mostly internet famous.
Yeah.
And put him on cable to be like, look at this horrible person on the internet. So all the boomers that don't consume internet entertainment will now consume it there. It's like an untapped market of this sort of thing.
I hope Onision gets paid big money off of this. Wouldn't that be great if everybody trusted Chris Hansen to fucking take down Onision and all he did was get him a paycheck with investigation Discovery?
I think it's very likely. Who would play if you guys had to pick? Who would play Onision in the Onision movie?
I mean, it could be anybody, like someone who's way above the pay grade to be in this.
I think we could afford Janine Garofalo as Onision.
That's you know what? It's daring and it's kind of woke.
That clip's too long. All right.
It's pretty long. I don't know, man. I think the whole thing is so fucking ridiculous. It's one of those things where so there was quite a few of these anti-Onision YouTubers who started posting about this today on Twitter. And I'm not really the kind of guy to say I told you so, but I did lightly kind of say I told you so. I'm like, dude, we warned you. We warned you that this was going to happen. We warned you. We told you this is going to happen. Chris Hansen is a fucking grifter. He's a scummy piece of shit.
What if everybody making anti-Onision content are also grifters? What if they're What if they're all making big money?
Yeah, but some of them are way more honest about it. Chris Hansen pretends like he's some kind of Pied Piper coming into town.
The anti-Onision business is fucking huge.
He's going to drive all the rats off of YouTube.
It's so big. You make so much money hating that guy. Repsion made like $10,000 because Onision fucked with his backyard.
Oh no! Repsion made way more than $10,000 off the
backyard. Off the backyard.
Yeah, not just.
Way more.
Just off the backyard.
You know ask Daniel straight up how much he made off of his Onision videos over the past year.
Well, we know he got $20,000 for the court case.
When
right?
Onision was here on New Year's, Repsion sent Streamlabs thanking him
Oh,
for all
really?
the money he made. Yeah, and he was like, "Is that really him?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that is really him."
I mean, fine, dude. And that's the thing, though. I'm not gonna shit on somebody because they make money on the internet. It's fine. It's totally fine. The thing is, like, how far do you get to claim virtuousness when you're also massively profiting off of it? Just be honest. Just be based about it. Just say like this is how much I made off of it. You can't claim that you're Mother Teresa of the fucking internet if you paid off all of your goddamn student loan bills by shitting on another human being.
Student loan is a pretty good place to put it, though. At least he didn't spend it on hookers and blow and stuff like that.
And that's me being generous. That's me being like, that's one of the best places you could fucking put that money.
Right.
But you still can't say that you're motherfucking Teresa of the fucking internet if you paid off your student loans. Quite literally the nicest thing you could put your money towards by shitting on another human being. You can't do that. You can't do that. You're still an asshole. You still did it, but that's okay. I'm not saying I'd do it. I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. I got $45,000. I know, rat-a-tat-tat, motherfucker. If I could stretch out me shitting on Onision to make $45,000 and pay off my student loans, I would. Except I have self-respect.
I have no self-respect, and I still didn't do it. I got humped by him one night, made a few $1,000s.
Wait, how much in total did you make that night?
Like $3,000.
Yeah, they were really exaggerating how much he made. I think the figure was up to like 10 or something.
Someone said $15K.
Listen, I would publicly get humped by Onision for $3,000. I totally would.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, I totally fucking would. Fuck people. You ever have somebody hand you $3,000 and be like, all you have to do is have this one person hump you, and everybody knows that they did it.
And a little choke, and a little breast grab, and a little spank. You know what
would have been hilarious if you would have done?
That's $3,000.
If you would have been like, all right, Onision, now it's my turn. You'd have just grabbed his ass and started humping the shit out of him.
Dude, there was like 4 times during that where I thought about like throwing him into a garbage can. I thought about throwing him into the woods. But I was like, man, because in the back of my head the whole time, I'm like, there's supposed to be a sheriff showing up any minute. I really don't want to
if you
I don't want to go to
just
jail
did
tonight.
Back to him, what he did to you, you would have had like a better defense on the whole.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go to jail that night.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So Chris Hansen just tweeted out 45 minutes ago. No one is telling rights to his story to a network. That's not even how it works. And why would you not explore expanding an important story to a wider audience? Should the survivors' stories and the quest for justice go beyond YouTube? What the fuck?
Yeah. Billy just mentioned that earlier.
About 5 minutes ago. I
really?
read it in my Chris Hansen voice, so you might not have
Yours
noticed.
is better though.
Yeah, yours was more Chris Hansen. Mine was more Chris Hansen. I'm reading the responses to that.
Passed. I'm sorry.
I'm reading the responses, and people are like, shut them down. That's the whole point. Yes, let their stories be heard. Oh yes,
that's
Chris.
What he's doing.
Yes, Chris. Chris.
He's piggybacking on this virtuous bullshit that he just wants them to be heard and he wants to get paid.
Well, that's why I didn't notice it, because I'm actually blocked. Somebody had to send that to me. That's why.
Oh, Hansen has you blocked?
Yeah, he has me blocked. Yeah.
So, Diorio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Diorio is not going to take any shit about that kind of thing.
No.
Wah. Oh, wow.
You support maps? You're gross? Who's the map? What does that mean? What does that mean?
People say dumb stuff all the time. Wow. Okay.
I don't know, dude. The thing is, okay. The whole thing with Chris Hansen and Onision is obviously very disgusting. But my problems that I have with Onision are not just that, or not Onision. My problems that I have with Chris Hansen are not just that. When the coronavirus thing very first started, he got a hold of some company. I don't know if it was him getting a hold of them or them getting a hold of him, but he started doing these streams in the middle of him supposedly investigating Onision and then getting into Davi vanity or whatever the fuck he's doing he started interviewing these people, and every single one of them were members of a biotech company. And this biotech company was trying to promote a type of nano spray. And this nano spray, this is absolutely true. I researched the whole fucking thing, and there's a video on my fucking channel if you want to look at it. Nano spray in which, like, if COVID-19 or the coronavirus lands on this table surface because of our bio spray, it will be shredded apart.
Yeah.
The problems of it.
Yeah, it was like pseudoscientific. Like they claim to have invented something that would like shred the coronavirus.
Right.
Yeah.
It had like a nanoparticle surface that any type of viral agent ultimately just kind of gets shredded apart because it's a very jagged nanomolecular type of surface, and they spray it all over everything. Entirely bullshit. Every single ounce of it is fucking bullshit. You can see, if you pay attention really closely, the past 5 months of Chris Hansen, him desperately trying to find something that he's going to use to launch himself off of YouTube back on the TV.
Yeah, because he used to complain about YouTube, and he used to try to get tips from bigger YouTubers on how to get big on YouTube. It's really weird. And this article is sucking his dick, too, by the way. Hansen, now 60, is strikingly handsome, with a perfectly symmetrical face, seemingly designed for television in a petri dish.
Nice petri dish.
He talks about his eating habits. Yeah. Man.
Eating right has been a challenge over the years, he says, and lazy food habits, constant travel, and caveman cooking has gotten him into dietary trouble. Who gives a fuck? Who wrote this fucking piece of shit article?
This is a fluff. What's Melma Magazine? Did he write this shit? This sounds like a bullshit pay for play article.
You know, Chris Hansen's son is a legitimate like news person.
Probably.
Somewhere. Yeah, he is. He's like he's a local
it's nepotism,
news person.
Of course. It's not hard to get into fucking local news if your dad's Chris Hansen. It's fucking easy. It's a cakewalk, actually. It's
you know what's
1%
weird, though?
privilege.
I've heard that Chris Hansen was a reporter from Detroit. I can't find one piece of video of him being this local Detroit reporter. Nothing. I was looking for it, and I could not find it.
Unhealthy routines were formed early in his career when he lived on 54th Street between 1st and 2nd Avenues. On the way home, he'd pass Connolly's Pub and Restaurant.
Cheers!
And pop in for a couple of drinks with Paul McCartney.
No! Liar!
Sir
liar,
Paul. He
liar.
mimics tipping an invisible cap. Then on to Bobby Van's Steakhouse for a glass of wine or two.
No fucking way did
and
Chris
fried
Hansen
chicken
have
niblets
drinks
at the bar.
with Paul McCartney.
How couldn't he? He was big at the fucking 2000s.
I super doubt it.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he was at the same bar with Paul McCartney. I got fucking
He wasn't that big. He was not Paul McCartney big.
I don't think he went to fucking the bar with Paul McCartney. He probably went to the bar while Paul McCartney was there.
He went to the bar and bothered Paul McCartney.
Maybe
while Paul McCartney was like trying to hang out and drink.
Maybe.
Yeah, if that. But I have a feeling Paul McCartney has some hired muscle with him.
They probably, if they were at the bar together, they probably were both VIPs at the bar. They're like, hey, this is Chris Hansen.
They are not even close to the same level.
Dude, Chris Hansen was big in the 2000s.
That wasn't that big.
Listen, having a borderline reality TV show that you stole from a group of kids on the internet who used to just entrap a bunch of child predators is right along the same lines as being one of the most genre-defining bands in the fucking world that lasts for over 4.5 fucking decades, okay? It's pretty much the same fucking thing, right? So, Paul McCartney, listen, Paul McCartney would chip over his own dick.
You know, I know him. He tips his hat, Sir Paul.
Sir Paul would trip over his own fucking penis just to be able to have drinks with Chris fucking Hansen, of course.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just like how I had tea with the Dalai Lama, you know, the Dolly, as we like to call him, his buddies. We call him that.
This whole thing is a bullshit fluff piece.
Call him the doll, whatever.
This whole thing's a bullshit fluff piece about Chris Hansen to big him up. He's probably going to push this to the fucking Discovery ID to get the Onision story pushed through. He probably hasn't signed a deal with anything yet. He's probably just been in talks with them. It's all bullshit. He's a fucking grifter. He's been lying all the way through this. Lied to the fucking victims. We know that for a fact. Sarah, the girl that turned the tides for so many people in the Onision drama. The Sarah was the fucking laptop she sent him sat there for months, got sent back to her. She lost all faith in him.
And then the whole thing with like Hansen and Shiloh hanging out and like Shiloh relaunching her fame on the internet.
Yeah.
And like and like there was the picture of Chris Hansen and Shiloh like partying it up like in LA or something like that. Yep.
So okay, and like it's one of the weirdest things about Chris Hansen too is the people that he has around him constantly. It seems like he just can't not have a piece of shit next to him that he's working with. You know, like he starts out with
God, that dude. What was the attorney's name? The attorney,
Mike Morris.
Okay. Dude can't even get 1,000 views on YouTube now.
Yeah,
he can't even get 1,000 views.
Of course.
Well, he started with Vincent Nicotra.
Nicotra.
Yeah. Nicotra. That dude was a massive, slimy, fucked up piece of shit. And then he gets a fucking well, I'm just gonna get an official lawyer. That fucking dude was one of the sleaziest, most fucked up, corrupt lawyers I've ever seen articles
He was a personal injury lawyer too, man, an ambulance chaser.
He paid Chris Hansen for Chris Hansen to promote him on his show.
Yeah, and now like if you go and look at those older videos, he'd get like anywhere from like 20 to 100 plus thousand views. Yeah. Now if you go to his podcast now, nothing. Like 500 at most.
Yeah.
No one gave a shit about that guy.
And here's
that dude is involved in a federal investigation of massive amounts of fucking fraud. Massive amounts of defrauding the fucking federal government. I don't know what the fuck possessed Chris Hansen to think that this was the guy that he should actually have on his
or the
team.
fact that this guy had 3 open sexual assault cases in fucking Michigan Supreme Court.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that shit?
How to Catch a Predator? How to Catch a Predator? Put him on your podcast. and that's not even the worst. There was the guy working with Chris Hansen that did the Kickstarter campaign, raised $100,000. Didn't send out the T-shirts and the mugs and everything for a year. And then when it was finally time to send them out, the guy went and defrauded a mom and pop print store for like $14,000.
Yeah.
And then got federal had fraud charges pressed against him. What was that guy's name?
I don't even remember what that fucking dude's name is.
Chris Hansen.
Oh my God.
That was really
Chris
good.
Hansen's surrounded by dickheads, assholes, scumbags. Oh yeah, it's just the people he's surrounded by.
No. Don't play that. Don't play that. Don't play this. Don't play songs. Don't play. All right, I had to mute you, Jeff. Oh no, he's still playing music. Jeff is drunk.
Jeff is fucking Liddy City, my dude.
All right, hold on.
Okay, so
all right. He stopped the music. Okay, cool.
Shit.
Ooh, what?
You were playing music.
You played gangster rap. It was so hood.
I accidentally clicked on a fucking thing, and I muted it right away.
She said bullshit. It was so good.
Quit playing that music, Jeff. Holy shit.
That's not me.
Hey, stop playing that copyrighted music.
That's not me, you fucking dick. Oh my God. It's just one of those days.
It's just one of those days.
I will wake up at this fucking recess.
So where's... Yeah, here's the famous knock on Onision's door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with my lawyer friend Mike Morris.
Yeah, I'll do an edited video where I knock on your door and try to interview you.
But when you finally want to talk to me, I will dodge you because I have so much shit out there you'll bring up, it'll make me look like a total fool. Wait, months for months? You fucking fucked with this guy? You went to his house? And he's finally gonna fucking talk to you? And you're afraid? You're a fucking pussycat. You're not a tiger, dude. You're a pussycat. Little bitch boy gets stomped.
Oh, here it is right here.
He vows, too, that 2020 looks extraordinarily bright from a professional standpoint. Despite a harassment claim by a former producer of Hansen's YouTube show, who Hansen fired in January due to behavior he could not condone. No, he could condone the behavior. He condoned the behavior multiple times. He publicly fired Vince Nicotra, but behind the scenes, Vince Nicotra still worked for Chris Hansen. I know this because he reached out directly to me to get me on the show when he was supposed to be fired.
Yeah.
And then he actually got fired because the entire moderation team and the community that Chris Hansen had together was like, we're going to quit and go public if you don't do something about Vince. So this could not condone is complete bullshit. Including alleged racism and homophobia.
You know what? Do you still have the DM? Like, so, because you can prove it.
Oh, yeah. I did it on a live stream in fucking
you already
January.
did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I had Sarah on the same live stream talking about Chris Hansen, and I was going on Chris Hansen in January. People were like, you're just trying to deflect for the bad thing you did when you went to Onision's house and got humped.
Yeah, like you were like, I'm going to Onision's house to get hump stream.
Yeah. That's what you get for taking advantage of the victims. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, here's the thing. I didn't go there because of the victims. I went there because y'all motherfuckers are sick and want all the Onision content you can get. And I happened to be friends with Onision at one point, so I had an interesting entry point into Onision's house. And y'all weren't happy with the outcome of the video because you wanted me to. They wanted me to punch him in the face.
Yeah. Like, what do you think they would have been satisfied with?
If I would have raped him instead of vice versa.
Well, he didn't actually rape you.
Well, yeah.
I think if you would have did back to him what he did to you, maybe like I
honestly should have just fought him. Like,
fought him?
I should have, yeah. If I didn't have the
you
show,
kicked his ass.
If I didn't have the show that night, maybe I would have. Maybe I would have.
Don't blame it on me. You're trying to blame it on me now.
Because
come on.
I had to come to the show. You knew that.
Oh, come on.
You knew that, Ben.
I told you to take all the time you needed.
But what if I went to jail?
Here's the thing.
You are so full of shit. You were trying to like flip this.
What? I'm not flipping it.
You admit you're a narcissist, and you're doing a narcissistic thing
Is
right now.
this a narcissist? I'm obviously not even a narcissist. It's a character I play on the Drunken Peasants podcast. It's just a character I play on the Drunken Peasants podcast.
There's no scenario in which they would have actually been satisfied. No way.
They would have
liked
if I punched him. If I fought him.
Yeah, but then you would have went to jail if you would have actually beat him up on camera.
I know.
I don't even think that would actually satisfy them. Like the only thing that's going to satisfy the mob of anti-Onision people is for him to be like led away in fucking handcuffs and go into police custody. And I have a horrible fucking reality check for you guys.
For
it's
the record,
I
talked to Billy that night and said, as long as we do the show, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, obviously, if you went to jail, that would be an exception.
Oh,
I probably... Well, fuck. If that would have happened, I could have done a gold of a live stream.
I know, right?
Yeah. So... Yeah,
Bail for Billy the Fridge, yeah.
No, I was worried about, not going to jail. I really did think that it was a possibility.
I don't think it would have helped. I don't think it's what any of the people viewing really wanted to see anyway.
I don't know what they wanted to see. I didn't want to be there, and I was there, and I thought it was stupid and whatever, and a lot of good things happened to me because I went there. So fuck it, worth my time. Looking back on it, I'd do it again, even though I said I shouldn't have done it.
I know, dude. I knew that was so bullshit when you said it.
Well, because how do you win? How do you win that scenario? You don't.
Oh, come on.
But then I realized, it's not about winning the scenario. It's about all the good shit that happened to me after that. I got a lot of cool new fans, a lot of cool new friends. It was good times. If looking back now, for all the things that happened to me since that night, it was worth it.
Well, yeah, I already knew that from the get-go. Like, I already knew it.
The thing is, too, if you had never done that entertaining and wild part of the Onision saga would just not exist.
Yep.
You made that whole part exist. It was incredibly entertaining. It was wildly fun. And you were part of it. Like, you were part of history. Like, fucking whatever, dude. I don't think you should feel bad about it at all. At all.
I really, at this point, I don't. At that point, I did. I was like, oh, man, I knew this was stupid. I knew I was going to piss off. Because, dude, when you piss off the anti-O crowd, it's...
Fuck them.
Dude,
fuck the anti-O crowd.
It's so...
Fuck
it's
you.
so miserable. It's so miserable.
Hang
It's
on.
so miserable. And yeah, I was just about to thank you, Joe. I was just about to thank you, Joe. I was just about to thank you.
What?
I was just about to thank Joe for that night. Because without Joe, it never would have happened. Without little baby boy Joe, the tides probably never would have turned, and Onision wouldn't be everybody's favorite YouTuber
What
now.
about Chloe? What about Chloe? Really, you forgot about
That is
Chloe.
so... Dude, that is the most perfect shit ever. I love that.
I love Joe so much. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it was nuts.
It's the best.
It was
So
psycho.
What about Chloe? God damn it.
What about the threesomes with Chloe?
That's so fucked up.
That's what he said.
So fucked up.
What? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I didn't either, but now I do, and that's so fucked up.
All right, so tell us.
Well, they're insinuating to Onision's
Chloe-
young daughter being in the room while they were having sex with somebody.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
If there's no evidence of that, I don't know what to say.
Probably not, guys. Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably not.
I don't know what to fucking think of that. And I'm
But
definitely not.
But if so, jail. If so, jail. If not, I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's simple. None of this is very hard. Like, if the bad rumors are true, jail. If they're not true, whatever. And
if they're not true, report them anyways and make that sweet, sweet money. Take it to Discovery ID and get money.
Gotta pay for my fucking my student loans, man.
11, 1.
Should wait for the sheriff.
Oh, light up.
Damn it. Hey, we're live.
Don't shoot!
Yeah, Onision had a gun out there. I don't
Was
think
it
it came.
gun? Was it real?
100. I don't know if it was real, but he definitely had a gun out.
Yeah, I saw he had a gun.
Yeah.
And if I was Onision, I probably would have a real gun.
Onision looks like somebody who killed Onision and wore his face as a mask.
We were gonna come see you at court.
It'll get more and more like that as he gets older.
Fucking idiot! I got a flat tire. Might be karma.
Dude, I was like, no offense to you. Yeah. I was like, that guy's fat. That guy's fat.
Yeah.
Greg. Fucking hilarious.
Did you see us on camera?
Wow.
I saw the light come on. Got some weight to lose.
Billy's. Sit him down and ask questions about grooming.
How much weight are you left?
Since I saw you.
You
Sit him down and ask questions about grooming.
disgusting pedo. Billy wants Onision's cock. Ask James questions about grooming. Stop being afraid of Onision's cock.
Did you shave today?
Oh, I had a beard.
Okay, groomer.
You want to fight?
I was accused of downloading X.
What the fuck's wrong with you? You want to fight? You want to hold? You want to hold this? You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to? Oh shit! He's winning. He's winning.
Oh shit! You're winning.
He's winning. He's really winning. He's winning. He's winning.
I was gonna throw him in the garbage can when I had him up here.
That would have been hilarious.
I thought it would have been pretty fucking funny, but I was like, I don't know.
There's nothing funny about this.
This is not.
It's true.
Joe just invaded the stream.
It's not a joke. I'm canceled.
All right, hold on.
We're going
Here's
to
the good one.
Drunken Peasants now with unalleged pederasts. Joe, you were a pussy the whole time. You let him do that. Well, okay, okay. I let him talk and speak his side of things that everybody's wanted to fucking get. That's illegal.
Go back to his house.
That's a
I
problem.
was 15.
That's illegal.
Why didn't anyone say this? I was reading the fucking chat.
That's illegal.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Kai was 15. We gotta ask Kai about this.
I'm so handsome.
You're all spineless fucking skid marks, and this entire shit show should be further.
Yes, exactly.
That's not a sweet boy
That's
thing to
somebody
say.
who's looking out for the best of us.
You guys.
That's someone who's looking out for the best of us.
Should still subscribe.
What, his name is Scott in the back?
That's Seth.
Seth. Dude, we fucking hardcore stan Seth in this chat, okay? We stan Seth.
Seth is just like totally emotionless in the back.
Augie RFC.
Yeah.
You're right.
Augie.
You know what? You didn't think about the victims even once when we were over there.
Oh
All
my
you thought
God.
about
Joe,
was yourself.
That's shut the fuck up.
Who's the kitty in the back seat?
That's Seth.
Okay, Tilda.
Seth did a wonderful job. Thank you.
There is photographic evidence of nudes Kai sent to kids, and you had a sword fight with them.
And you had a sword fight with him. There's photographic evidence of Kai, his fucking husband. All right, she showed his dick.
She showed his dick. He's talking about Kai. She showed his dick.
Stop fucking pretending.
Stop fucking pretend. It's time to take a stand. To be a real man for a change. Everyone can see it. Why can't you?
Joe, shut up. You literally hugged him.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, Joe, okay,
shit,
here's the
dude.
thing about Joe, okay? Joe is fucking hilarious. Joe should be a multi-millionaire with his own TV show on like 3 different channels. He should have 3 different TV shows. He's fucking hilarious. He's fucking amazing.
He has a show. It's called Roll Call.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Everybody should watch Roll Call tomorrow. I've had people hit me up. When's Roll Call coming back? When's it coming back? Joe should have multi-million-dollar shows on major networks. He's fucking that funny. I wasn't in the mood to be funny in this car ride.
Look
I
at
was
Seth
fucking,
in the back seat.
I was shook. Yeah, Seth loves it.
Didn't even ask about the threesomes with Chloe.
There's threesomes with Chloe.
I don't know who the fuck Chloe is.
The fucking threesomes with
Jesus
Chloe.
Christ!
You fucking idiot! What about the fucking threesomes with Chloe? You fucking coward!
Never heard the name Chloe until this fucking TTS.
Oh my God! Get on Twitter, you fucking idiot!
And then for like a month after this, Joe just beat you up randomly. He would just like come into your room while you were streaming and like knock you out of your chair and assault you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've stopped streaming from my house because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Put that shit on me.
I don't like it.
You let him walk!
You're a fucking bitch, dude. You're bitching out. Fucking, I
You
did
look
it.
like a fucking moron.
Okay, fuck you. All right. Please advocate for victims. I do advocate for victims. I want you to speak out. I think that's the best thing Chris Hansen did, was gave everybody a voice. But I've looked at Chris Hansen's conviction rate
Just the look on his face is fucking hilarious.
from the show. Back when he did the show, there was a lot of stuff that he had. He had actual scripted conversations with actual people trying to fuck little kids.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Fuck me!
Stop.
When it's shit like that that makes people think I don't give a fuck about the fucking victim. You know what? I'd do anything for the victims. I've invited them over my house
I don't feel like that happened.
several times.
Stop.
They won't return my calls.
Oh
damn
my
it.
God.
15? Why did no one tell me?
A good cop, bad cop act is sad and unconvincing.
Exactly.
Trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when
You've
angels.
heard the shit Greg has said before.
Oh my God! Nobody's invalidating the victims. Everybody's.
Happy Seth.
Said they wanted Greg's side of the fucking story.
Turn around and sick his dick.
I was there to suck his dick.
Billy, spend the money on braces, you ugly fat fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't believe you blamed a victim.
The hate mob is coming after him.
I can't
Billy,
believe
you are
that
awesome
you
for
blamed
exonerating
him.
God
Onision.
damn it.
You're exonerating Onision.
Onision's career
Onision.
saved.
Go to the fucking...
You did great, Billy. Thanks you. You got a huge crazy mob surge the chat. Don't sweat this trash, Billy, and don't let them make a victim of you. Just be safe, MUH dude. FYI, you're going to hear ETA for the rest of your life. Keemstar is so mad about this interview. Good luck. Can you tell this Joe guy to shut his fucking yap?
You know, you really should. Why do you let me get away with shit like that? What the fuck's wrong with you? When are you gonna man up? When are
you gonna man up? When are you gonna...
So let's go back to the Chris Hansen article really quick.
Yes, okay.
Let's go down to the video of him outside of Onision's house. Onision's house. Onision's house.
Oh, they...
So I guess this is where it starts to get good. Yet... Somewhat surprisingly, Hansen echoes Dave Chappelle's concern that some Me Too accusations may be creating collateral damage, mentioning former NBC correspondent Linda Vester's allegations of Tom Brokaw specifically. Tom Brokaw's not a predator, Hansen says assuredly.
And you know what? It's funny that the people he's defending are like news people.
Yeah. He also knows Matt Lauer well enough to believe that he's not a rapist, though he probably took liberties he shouldn't have.
What a
Took
name
liberties.
dropper.
Yeah,
What
he
does that
probably
mean?
took.
What does that
I know
mean?
Matt Lauer. He probably took liberties. I wonder how many liberties Chris Hansen's taken. It hasn't
Lady
been called out
Liberty is
yet.
what they're talking
Listen, I know Matt Lauer, and Matt Lauer might have once or twice slammed some bitch up against a wall and fucked her stupid while she was screaming bloody murder, but that's just liberties, right? I don't know. What the fuck does liberties mean?
When not a sexual abuse allegation, Hansen himself was caught in a hidden camera sting in 2011 when the National Enquirer published photos of the married father of two having dinner at a restaurant with Kristen Cadell, a 30-year-old NBC affiliate news anchor in West Palm Beach with whom Hansen had allegedly been cheating on his wife of 20 years. The New York Post, citing anonymous sources, reported NBC exec had planned to name Hansen the new Dateline anchor when Ann Curry began hosting Today, but the supposed affair caused them to reconsider. So this isn't a fluff piece. This couldn't be further from the truth, a spokesman for the NBC News said at the time. Sources close to Hansen patently dismissed these claims as well. Nevertheless...
So both sides say that that isn't true.
Well, that's what they're saying, yeah.
Sure.
Nevertheless, many took delight in Hansen being shown the proverbial seat himself, some liking him to the predators he'd so smugly ensnared. Hansen calls the comparison absurd. To equate having dinner with a friend to somebody committing a felony is neither fair nor conversation worth having, he continues. In reality, it was a whole lot of nothing. What's this entire Onision investigation been for Chris Hansen?
Can I ask a question? I'm really curious about this. What exactly is the least worst scenario for somebody taking liberties they shouldn't have? Can anybody answer me that? Like what
Yeah.
in what universe can you have somebody took liberties that they shouldn't have?
Isn't
and it is
taking
the least...
a liberty that you shouldn't like assault?
He's not a rapist. He just gropes and forces women into situations they'd rather not be in.
But I'm honestly curious about it because I hear this kind of thing all the time. Take liberties they shouldn't have, or they like just stepped over boundaries a little bit that they shouldn't have, or whatever.
Boys
they
will
try
be
and,
boys.
They downplay it. What exactly is like? What exactly is like? You shouldn't do it, but that's the least worst. Like it's really not that bad. Like what is that line? What is that line? What is that line? I want to know what that is. Because, I mean, like, I don't... I would personally like to know so I don't ever step over that fucking line so nobody has to make that fucking excuse for me.
Well, let's just call you Mr. Liberty then, Jeff Holiday.
You're Father Liberty.
Yeah.
I suppose. Is it like, well, I was out on the dance floor and I slipped a couple of fingers inside this chick that I was dancing with. That doesn't seem like right on the line. That seems pretty close. That seems pretty distinctly over the line. Where's the line? Where's the line?
A couple finger, like penetrating someone's way over the line.
Well, I don't know. I'm not in Hollywood. I want to know what it is. I want to know what the fuck the line is.
Everyone, please like the stream. By the way, if you're watching, liking the stream helps out a lot. Make sure you're subscribed to
Hansen. I just want to know what the line is, dude.
Here's the line, okay? Here's the line. Everybody stay inside, 6 feet social distance. Never touch a woman again. You don't deserve it, you sickos. Hansen insists Cadell didn't factor into his wife, Mary Joan, filing for divorce in January 2019 after 30 years of marriage. They had been separated and living apart for years, he explains, though the divorce was only finalized months ago. The start of 2019 was undoubtedly a dark period, though, when TMZ reported Hansen had been evicted from his Manhattan apartment. According to legal docs cited by the gossip...
liberty to take is tying string through a coin and using it at a vending machine.
That's the least bad liberty, yes. Son of a bitch stole some snacks. Well, that's the least bad liberty. You stole some snacks with a coin on a string. Fucking son of a bitch. There wasn't even somebody there to stop you. It was you versus the machine. That's the least bad liberty, yeah. God damn. According to legal docs cited by the gossip site, he last paid rent in August 2018, but was $400 short and stopped sending checks altogether after that. A judge ordered him to vacate the premises within 10 days. It was blown way out of proportion, Hansen contends. Related to dispute over it's a little higher. An attempt to jack up the rent. The suggestion that I was tossed on the street is simply not true, he claims. So it was a dispute over an attempt to jack up the rent. I moved to another apartment, a better apartment, a bigger apartment. I believe it was his girlfriend's apartment.
Yes.
Because
I would guess now, unfortunately, his mother passed a while back, but I see him still back at that house. So
his mom's house?
Yeah.
I think he probably got it, right?
Yeah.
They're probably dealing with the estate.
Probably.
TMZ's inference was supported by the fact that 4 days earlier, Hansen was arrested for issuing a bad check in September 2017. According to a 4-page arrest affidavit, he asked Peter Sakopoulos, owner of Promotional Sales Limited, for 355 ceramic mugs, 288 t-shirts, and 650 vinyl decals, which he planned to give to donors of the Hansen vs. Predator Kickstarter campaign. The total amount due was $12,998.05, according to Barry Litton, a staff reporter for the Stamford Advocate, who broke the story with colleague John Nickerson, reviewed the affidavit personally. Now we'll scroll down below this wonderful mugshot of where's Onision's mugshot?
YouTube, Shaco Bread.
How do we have
By the way, everyone, I wanted to let you know that there's some updates on the YouTube Psycho Brat from Washington State, Onision James Jackson.
How do we have a Chris Hansen mugshot and not an Onision mugshot?
Because Onision didn't break any laws.
Huh. Psychopathus.
He dipped his toes into some gray area, and some laws do have a gray area where it's kind of like
Onision hurt a lot of people.
I would have rather Onision have broken laws and gone to jail. Don't get me wrong. I would have rather in a million years. I would have rather seen that fucking dude go straight to fucking jail. But he didn't, and he isn't gonna. And that's just the sum and total of what's going on. And you all got fucking taken in by a fucking grifter.
Onision hurt a lot of young ladies, young women, young girls that probably had issues before they met him and more added on after they left him. And he's not like you can't put him in jail for that. You could drag his name through the fucking mud. Do it.
Sure.
Do it. But the idea that Chris Hansen is the hero that's going to get him locked up and Chris Hansen's absolved from all sins because he's wielding this sword of justice, that's not healthy. That's wrong. That's disgusting when you will put your faith in a fucking grifter, you're being used. You're giving them thousands of dollars to go have drinks with Sir Paul at the pub when Sir Paul doesn't show up. And
who alerted you that this wasn't a fluff piece?
Someone on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, just friend of the
I
show.
don't believe. Maybe Chris Hansen is a fucking name dropping piece of shit, and maybe at one point he sat somewhere near Paul McCartney while Paul McCartney was drinking. Paul McCartney wouldn't even sign an autograph for Howard Stern. Howard Stern has a popular story
also,
that he
dudes,
tells.
Chris Hansen is not the preferred nomenclature. Scumbag American, please.
Yeah, I mean, we can agree that Howard Stern's at a higher level than Chris Hansen.
Well, yeah, but this is the thing. Howard Stern wanted an autograph. Chris Hansen...
with his daughter, he waited outside of...
Paul McCartney was probably sitting at the bar in this pub, and Chris Hansen probably came in. They're like, oh, yeah, go to the bar, the VIP area. You're both VIPs. They probably had drinks.
There's different levels of VIP usually, though, right?
I don't think this pub had different levels. I think they just both happened to be at a pub.
In that case, I don't believe the story at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very easy to go to a bar and have some drinks at the same time that somebody else
Paul
is.
McCartney in his 60s and 70s isn't gonna just hang out.
Casey Kasem's daughter invited me and Joe out to a fucking karaoke night, and we turned her down, and she ended up...
And he was there?
No, she ended up drinking with Sting that night.
Sting?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the woman you know that fucks... Oh, no.
No, that's Jeff.
That
yeah,
was
Jeff's got his Sting
someone
story.
That fucks Sting.
Yeah.
I have a Sting story.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You told it, and it was like, whoa.
If Joe and I were that close to having drinks with Sting, that's the type of having drinks I think Chris Hansen had with Paul McCartney.
Okay, sure, buddy.
It's not that out of character.
I don't believe
for
you're
somebody to be at the bar with somebody else.
When you're like, you're wrong, and here's my anecdotal story as to why you're wrong.
You're saying I'm wrong, and all I'm saying is it's not that hard to have drinks at a bar with fucking Paul McCartney if you happen to be there at the same time as Paul McCartney, and you call it having drinks with Paul McCartney. I don't think he was there on a date with Paul McCartney. I don't think Paul McCartney invited him to drink with him. I don't think I doubt they even enjoyed their drinks while talking to each other. He probably walked up with a drink and said, "Hi."
Was it Ringo?
That wanted paid to have...
Is Chris Hansen updating his story, and maybe it was Ringo having drinks?
Sir Paul was the one who wanted me to poop on him, and I will say that.
What?
No.
It wasn't Elton this whole time?
It wasn't. I lie.
Wow.
I lie.
All right, so let's wrap this up and move on to something
There's
else.
a whole lot more stuff in the bottom of this. You guys can check out the article on your own and read about young Christopher Hansen. I just... it's not a puff piece, as we were saying.
Okay.
It was Yoko. Yoko was there, and Chris Hansen was like, I need to get out of here. Yoko Ono's trying to sing into my butthole.
It's like what a lot of us have been saying for a long ass time. Chris Hansen is a grifter. Like, by the actual definition of what a grifter is, somebody who's trying to promote a certain type of thing that they don't actually believe, and trying to monetize off of it. Yeah, Chris Hansen, he's a grifter. He none of this meant anything to him.
He hides behind the victims when he should be in front of the victims, blocking them from any more shit coming at them. He should be fighting for them. He should be fighting for them with everything he's taken from their stories.
I hate to say this, but anybody who, look, this might not make me many friends, especially some YouTubers out there, but I'm going to have to be really, really brutally honest about it. There's not one single YouTuber out there who says, I'm for the victims, who actually means it. Their motivation for the victims might be their secondary motivation. There's not one fucking YouTuber who makes a video about the Onision situation.
And that brings us back to Repzilla, which Repzilla.
I'm not naming
names. No, I am naming a name. Repzilla was on Twitter the very next day talking shit on Billy. Billy was so disrespectful to the victims. he was so disrespectful to the victims.
Here's the thing though. I don't think. Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead.
Every single one of the anti-O commenters have thrown me under the bus in certain scenarios, or had like people come and attack me or push me to paint me as some sort of bad guy, and that's why I talk so much shit. Everybody's like, "You're defending Onision." No, I really have a disdain for these fucking pukes that are opportunists that run off some guy's bad name, and they say they're trying to stop him. They don't want him to fucking stop because their videos would stop. They want 10 years. You've been fighting Onision for 10 years, and the best you got is sending your donos to Chris Hansen now so he can take them? Fuck out of here, dude.
Okay. I'm not going to name any names because it doesn't actually mean anything to name a specific name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It really honestly doesn't matter. You can be like, well, does what you're about to say, does it apply to so-and-so? Yes, it fucking does. It applies to so-and-so. Not one fucking person out there who makes anti-Onision content, first and foremost, gives a shit about those girls. They don't fucking care. They don't fucking care.
What is it?
They don't care.
What does the second sentence mean? It was a huge letdown to the community. What does that fucking mean? Who's the fucking community? Fuck you!
I let down the community.
Fuck you!
Make-believe. All of that shit is make-believe. None of that means a fucking thing. It's hollow fucking platitudes. Listen, you guys got to get this. You guys got to get this fucking idea out of your head that YouTubers are anything other than human beings. And human beings are advantageous, virtuous, opportunistic fuckholes, and they will do everything they possibly can to get ahead. I know that because I'm a YouTuber.
To go to jail community.
You gave Onision full support. No, I didn't. No,
of course not. Of course not. YouTubers are not fucking virtuous freedom fighters. They're not. They're human beings that get a bunch of you people to get all fucking excited and start jacking their dicks off. They get all fucking excited and they act like some virtuous fucking superhero. They're not a superhero. They're just some fucking jackass who's getting all pumped up by you fucking jacking them off. That's all it is. That's all it ever has been. YouTubers are basically celebrities that don't have an agent to tell them, slow down, don't get so full of yourself. They don't have anybody
I'm
to tell them
sorry,
that.
I got a brain injury. Yeah, I did.
Right.
It's not about it's about when you fuck up, own it. All right. And I don't know if Repzilla will ever fucking own it. I don't really care. I don't watch him. Maybe he makes great fucking content. I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
Every time he comes up in a video,
he's trash.
People would send me videos of his like, here's proof Onision was I don't know, whatever he was doing, and I'd watch it. It'd be 20 minutes of the same bullshit YouTube bullshit where it's like, hey guys, so we got a lot of stories. We're gonna get to the Onision story here, but first let me talk for 15 minutes. And I'm sitting here watching this guy fucking talking about if you could have a video of Onision defiling somebody, right, in the video, and I'm not going to sit through all this bullshit garbage to get to it. It's all YouTube games. People love to fucking watch this drivel bullshit, and you act like it's some sort of criminal proof, and it's not. It's just jackasses babbling about he said, she said bullshit.
If anybody out there does actually watch my channel, just to make sure we're really clear, we're all on the same page. If everybody out there watches my channel and you notice that I tend to like get like a big head or I start to talk out of turn, it seems like I'm getting kind of like an ego about some things, please check me. Please, by all means, knock my fucking dick in the dirt. I'm just some fucking dude. I'm just some fucking dude, all right?
I'm more than a dude.
Did someone say that?
I'm a god.
No, I mean, but it's happened like because like a couple of years ago when I was like riding up on the hype train of YouTube, I really liked the smell of my own farts. I gotta be honest with you. I thought I was like the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
Well, you were wrong because I was the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
Well, but I didn't pay attention to that because I was too busy huffing my own farts. My fart smelled fucking amazing.
Let me just point out that
I think you were in the Drunken Peasants chat trying to get BENPAI's attention.
That's true. That's true.
Let me just point out.
But it worked, did it not?
It worked, did it not?
Yeah.
Let me just point
Here
out
I
how
am.
cute it is that you two are fighting over being the best guys on the planet. I left this
Yeah.
planet so many years ago. I'm out of this fucking world, baby.
Would you like to
Swing on a star or carry moonbeams home in a jar?
All right. Do you remember that sitcom?
The My Two Dad, or no, the girl from
Out of This World.
Out of This World, yeah.
Yeah, do you know she became a bigger actress? I can't remember who that was.
I don't know
Look
either.
it up. It was called Out of This World.
Yeah, I remember the show. I used to watch it.
She became something. Give me the name. She became a bigger name.
Ooh, Maureen Flanagan.
No, okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm like,
I thought she was someone bigger. No, I'm wrong.
yeah. You know how tall she is according to IMDb? 5'8". That must mean she's 6'2".
Wait, what? Wait, what? What does that? What does that mean?
Everybody trolls me because my IMDb page says I'm 5'8".
That's right. Yeah.
But it's not true.
that's
I'm
right.
very tall.
I think I'm on IMDb. Am I not?
Would
His
you like
IMDb
to
is hilarious.
swing
It
from my
also says
dong?
he's transgender. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Oh no,
Jeff.
my IMDb page says I was a producer for What Is Kekistan?
God damn it. Just Trump administration erases healthcare protections for transgender patients during Pride Month. Just 2 weeks into Pride Month and on the anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting, God, he's really picking these dates, isn't he?
Oh, and he'll claim ignorance.
He'll
plead
might,
ignorance.
He might be ignorant. It might be somebody on his
might.
staff doing this.
He needs well,
He won't. He doesn't care. He's blissfully ignorant. The Trump administration announced that it is rolling back Obama-era health care protections for people who are transgender. The rule, announced Friday, will impact transgender patients' ability to fight against discrimination by doctors, medical facilities, and health insurance providers. Former President Barack Obama's administration changed federal healthcare guidelines in 2016 to expand sex-based protections to include protections based on gender identity, which may be male, female, neither, or a combination of male and female. His administration also pushed for discrimination protections for those who have had abortions. But the Department of Health and Human Services released a statement on Friday saying the final rule is based on the plain meaning of the word sex as male or female and as determined by biology. All of these are essentially legislative changes that the department lacked the authority to make, the administration said of the 2016
Jeff
changes in the
suggested
final
this
rule.
story, and then Jeff even said maybe Shu can come on. So can you get Shu on?
I fucking messaged her. I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking rant about this shit for a fucking minute, and she's like, I'm just gonna watch you rant about.
Is she
this.
watching?
Yeah, no, I think she's actually probably watching.
Just do a watch.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, I think she actually watches the show probably more often than most people realize.
Really?
But yeah, look, here's the thing. Okay. I'm gonna take the uncomfortable position, okay, and
The back seat of a Volvo?
I will
Volkswagen.
no. I will take answers, and I will do my very, very best to represent a whole genre of people who, in 2016, we all had the same basic idea, and that same basic idea is we saw, okay, whether we voted for him or not, we saw Trump unroll a rainbow flag, and it seemed that Trump was cool with the gays, and we operated along those lines of like, well, it seems that Trump is okay with the gays. Obviously, not only because he handled that flag, but also that he was involved in Hollywood. And Hollywood is notoriously very left-wing, very progressive-minded. Obviously, there's no problem with the gay agenda in Hollywood. So for a very long time, there was kind of this idea that Trump is, if he's not pro-gay, he's okay with the gay. And this is not the first instance of a chink being chipped in the armor.
Whoa,
but this is
Jeff,
probably,
whoa, buddy, whoa.
Yeah,
What?
I know, I said chink. I know, I said chink. this is the very first like overt example of like obviously maybe he ain't cool with the gay. And
so
I feel
hold on.
like we have to figure this out.
Didn't he immediately ban transgenders in the military?
I don't think he immediately did he?
I think that was pretty quick. Let me see. Trump trans military ban.
Here's the thing: as much as this is not going to make anybody any friends, I'll try and explain the justification.
No, it was about a year. It wasn't that long. Yeah. It wasn't at first. It was about a year ago.
So one of the ways in which like that was kind of excused away was, well, okay, maybe what they're trying to do is trying to disassociate the complicated ways in which some things might be overtly used. If somebody wanted to join the military to get like their transition paid for. Trust me even saying these words makes me feel disgusting. Disgusting. This whole concept, everything about this makes me feel fucking gross. Absolutely gross. But at the time of 2016, when you've made a distinction, you're trying to like justify these things in your mind, you'll go to very extreme lengths to try and be like, well, I wasn't really wrong, was I? Right? Haha. And eventually things erode away and you have to be like, okay, no, this is actually like legit really fucking bad. Like really bad. Really bad. And I think probably the thing that bothers me the most about this whole situation is even to this day, you'll have people who in 2016 were straight up like hardcore supporters of LGBT, gay rights, like everything that really should be the most common sense thing to support, will still defend what happened today and bend themselves into a fucking pretzel to not have to try and explain away how the president actually does fucking legit hate gay people. He does not give a shit about trans people. He doesn't give a fuck about trans rights.
Does he care about anybody at all?
Maybe back in 2016, maybe we were the dumbasses that twisted ourselves to thinking that maybe he did care. Maybe we were the problem. Maybe we were. I don't know. But it's a really fucking uncomfortable situation to be in. You know, I just hope that like now.
I think he cares about the deal he makes with people, and once that deal's done, he doesn't give a fuck about them anymore. It's strange that one of his closest confidants is Vince McMahon, a man who probably actually cares a lot more about people, but will expend them even quicker than Trump will.
Yeah, after you break your body down for a decade for Vince McMahon, he'll cut you loose like you're nothing.
He's actually pretty good with some of the guys, though. He'll offer them treatment and stuff.
Drug treatment, yes.
Yeah,
but you know why? That's liability to him because their business gets you addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
If you weren't out there busting your ass, like especially the old school wrestlers, 80s and 90s, wrestling 300 nights a year, 300 nights a year out of 365 nights in a year, they were wrestling 300 of those.
They probably had a doctor on payroll that would just write prescriptions for somas and shit all the time.
One of them went to prison at one point. You're doing that. You're going to get hurt. You need to be awake. Guys get addicted to meth. Guys get addicted to crack. Guys get addicted to Percocet. Guys get addicted to heroin. Alcohol, somas. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Muscle relaxers, because when your muscles hurt late at night, when you tear a muscle, that shit'll put you out like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, like a case of beer and somas.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. All I know is like the there was an overarching idea by which we thought for a time that Trump was actually going to be like kind of like Trump was going to be the bridge.
So be honest. Come on, dude. Did you cast the vote for Trump?
No, of course I fucking didn't.
Dude, I believed you. You never told me this was a joke until recently.
I know. But the whole point was for me to fucking like make a big fucking joke about how I voted for Trump.
So did you not vote at all? What did you do?
I voted for fucking Darth Vader.
Hillary?
Honestly. No, Darth Vader. I fucking wrote in Darth Vader. I wrote in fucking Darth Vader. That is what I wrote in. I know it's stupid. It's simple, but whatever. But yeah, no, I didn't like. But the thing is, there was an idea that maybe, just fucking maybe, you'd have a Republican candidate that would actually be kind of bringing like gay rights, trans rights, like into the fold. So maybe that wouldn't be an issue between like Democrats and Republicans, right versus left. It doesn't matter anymore. That's like we're beyond that. We can argue everything else after that. And no, we were wrong. No, it was all just a long ass fucking play. It was just a bunch of conservative bullshit that was hiding underneath. And it sucks, man. It really sucks. It sucks to think that like maybe
Trump doesn't want to lose, man. He's gonna play to his base. He knows his base is homophobes and racist, right? I mean,
well, it's more than that. It's
more than that, but what's the base of his base? I mean,
well, like the base. No. Look, hang on. You got to understand the whole basis for MAGA has nothing to do with Trump. The whole basis for MAGA and the Republican Party right now has nothing to do with Trump. Most people who are probably going to vote for Trump right now are not going to vote because they like fucking Trump. No fucking way. That's not why they're going to fucking vote for Trump. They're going to vote for Trump for one fucking reason, and that's because they have been brainwashed into thinking that the left is insane. And
they're insane. Well, but they're insane too.
But they're not. No,
you know what?
Actual
not. Trump.
Dude,
I love this Trump derangement syndrome where they claim the left has this derangement where no matter what Trump does, it's wrong. The fucked up thing about that is it's actually Trump derangement syndrome is the other way, where no matter what Trump does, you think it's okay and you make excuses for it.
A lot of what Trump does is fucking horrible, and a lot of what Trump does is fucking horrible, but it's a lot of what Obama did, and there's a whole lot of dumb shit here that we're arguing. We're saying Trump is bad for.
You can't argue the last president did this.
Not this, no, of course not. But it's not the only thing. There are good things that Trump does. There are terrible things that Trump does, and there are terrible things that both sides do. I think Obama was a whole lot better for people. I don't understand why we had Hillary as our president in as our candidate in 2016. I don't understand why we had Hillary when people were coming out in droves for Bernie Sanders and nobody was coming to these Hillary rallies the way they were. I don't understand that. I guess the big money supported Hillary, but then when Hillary lost, I don't understand why we have the only Democratic platform right now is not Trump. And we still have somebody who will lose in that position because he's not Trump, but he's a fucking senile old man that has creepy touches on live cameras all the fucking time and sits around talking about the validity of Martin Luther King. This is fucking strange. Why is he our candidate?
I agree.
We are crazy.
But here's the problem. Here's the thing that I have to ask you though. Do you think Joe Biden is left?
Do I think he is left?
Yeah.
I think that he is the representation of left in what we're dealing with right now.
No.
Then who's our left candidate?
No.
Who's our left candidate, Jeff?
No. Oh my
Who's our left candidate, Jeff?
No.
Who is our left candidate?
Bernie. Bernie was the left
Where's
candidate.
Bernie?
Bernie's out.
Bernie's out. Exactly.
Bernie's out.
Exactly.
Listen. You're trying to preach to the fucking converted.
I'm not preaching.
We're already defeated. But here's the thing, though. Here's a problem. Here's a problem. Right now, we have this conversation of like, well, it's Trump versus the left. The left is not Joe Biden. The left fucking hates Joe Biden. We fucking can't stand that piece of shit. We don't fucking like that guy. We didn't like fucking Hillary. We don't like Hillary. We don't like Obama. Oh, Obama? Oh, fucking fantastic. Obama's my favorite president that turned Yemeni children into fucking salsa. Dude, fuck Obama. Fuck goddamn Hillary. Fuck Biden.
Did you
fuck
know, Jeff?
No.
Jeff.
Fuck all these neoliberal fucksticks that are nothing but puppets for a bunch of fucking corporatist dick suckers.
Jeff,
fuck them.
Jeff, did you see?
There is functionally no difference between the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. There is functionally no fucking difference. There's no fucking difference. The only difference right now is whether or not you're going to be supporting the ego of some fucking pompous goddamn orange dickhead jizzing all over our fucking our entire electorate. That's it. Nothing else is fucking different. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party are the same fucking party. They are bought and sold by fucking corporations. They don't mean a fucking thing. Functionally, they are no fucking different. They're
Jeff,
no fucking different.
Did you see all of the people calling Billy out for supporting a warlord?
What warlord?
But the thing on Twitter. Who is it? What's his name again?
Oh, my
your friend,
my buddy Raz Simone.
Yeah, Raz Simone.
Oh, you know that fucking guy over the Chaz?
Yeah, he recorded his album at the same studio I recorded mine at. He'd be coming in. Yeah. He'd be leaving his session when I was coming in for mine. That's I've known him for fucking over a decade.
Well, I mean, dude, I don't know. I don't know about any of that shit. I don't know about any of that shit. Like, when you're trying to like disseminate information from fucking Twitter, on one side, people are gonna be like, yeah, my fucking buddy Raz Simone, who's a fucking hip hop artist. The other people are gonna be like, this warlord Raz Simone.
No, people were like, people were telling
white women.
People were telling Billy that he's going to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
No, dude, who gives fucking Jesus Christ? Who gives a shit?
It's these like MAGA military. I'll go kill him myself. People in the comments. Like, I can't wait for him to rot in Guantanamo. You're going to go to Guantanamo 30 years for being a war criminal. They're all like trigger happy. They have this avenge porn. They're avenging America by taking down a 6-block radius or taking down
they don't even live in.
Taking down some peaceful protesters in a 6-block radius of a fucking city they wouldn't want to be in because it's the gayborhood and they hate gay people. The
people who took over the Chaz do not necessarily hate gay
people.
No,
I'm not saying the people who took over the Chaz, the people who want to go assassinate everybody in the Chaz. These MAGA people are like trying to defend the America. They're defending their America from these protesters, and it's a 6-block area in the gayborhood. Like if these people would go, these people that want to defend America would go there, and they would just walking in there be committing some sort of hate crime. I'm convinced of it.
Probably.
But this is the America they so quickly want to come in and shoot the warlord in the head. They want to shoot these domestic terrorists in the head for taking their America. This is even your America they're occupying right now. This is Capitol Hill, Seattle.
If I leave super early in the morning, do you guys want to go to the Chaz with me tomorrow?
I can't.
Oh my god!
I got a whole lot of stuff going on tomorrow. I can't do it.
What do you mean you got a bunch of stuff going on? Are you too busy for the fucking revolution? Is that what you're talking?
Man,
is that what you're trying to say to me?
I've been trickle down revoluting
I'll
for
tell you
10
what,
years.
Jeff, you want to be a guest on Roll Call tomorrow?
God, maybe.
Did you ask Joe?
I love Joe.
Did you ask Joe
if Jeff can be a guest?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joe. I did not consult you first.
Look, I gotta figure out like what's going on. You'll go with me, Joe? Fuck. Okay. Fuck.
Oh,
all right,
my God. That's
so
a recipe for disaster.
When we're done, with this episode, I'll go see if I can actually pull that off. If I can pull it off, I'll go do it because I'm curious. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself.
This is the alt-right Jeff Holiday, creator of Kickistan.
That's right, dude. That's right. I want to go survey my fellow extremist lands, you know. But like I went back in like the Occupy movement. I went and I saw like some of the villages that they propped up and whatnot. Some of them were cool. They didn't last very long. And then they were not cool, and then they were gross, and then they needed to be bulldozed. I mean, whatever. But it is what it is. But I kind of want to go. I want to go see it for myself before it turns into, piece of shit. It'd be cool. It'd be great to go see.
I've been keeping a very close eye on it. My friends are in it. My friends are visiting it. There's live video feed everywhere. It's very chill. Everything is pretty much people speaking. They have a big stage for speaking. Everybody's gathered around. They go and they march outside of the zone and travel around the city sometimes. They sit and they watch movies and they play music and they drink and they just occupy this area that the police effectively abandoned.
Right.
Because
got thrown out.
For now.
They didn't even get thrown out. These cops
but they did.
These cops
but they did.
Okay, that's not how it happened. What happened was...
But it is.
Okay, talk over me. Fuck you, Jeff. I'm going to take a piss.
It's kind of like when you were like, wrestling's fake. You made him mad.
No, hey. I'll never say that again.
He just slammed the door. He's mad, man.
He's pretty mad.
He slammed the door.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to show up to the fucking Chaz, and I will, so it's fine. I'll be more hardcore. It's okay. Cool with that. Me and Joe will go and
Is this a midlife crisis, Jeff?
For me? Oh, man, I've already had like 3 midlife crises, so
I had one too, but I bought a red sports car. I didn't go to a autonomous zone.
You didn't buy a red sports car. It's orange.
No, I have a red sports car. I have a red sports car that's in my garage that you've never seen. I have a crimson red Dodge Charger.
What is it?
It's a Dodge Charger. It's a Dodge Charger RT with a V8 Hemi engine in it.
Shut the fuck. What year?
2013, I think. 2014.
Okay.
Dude,
right.
I'll race you in your little grocery getter.
Oh no, I'm good. No, I'm not gonna. I ain't got a fucking car to race that kind of shit. Oh my god, dude, no way. That's a lot of car. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's dope.
It has the manual shift pads on the wheels, so you can like shift.
I gotta ask though. Maybe this is just me though. I gotta ask. Does the car actually serve any other purpose than to win internet arguments if you keep it in your garage all the time?
No, it's the best road trip car ever. Like if I go on a road trip, it's a very smooth drive. And it's just like, I don't know. It's really good on gas mileage too for a V8.
Let's go on a fucking road trip then, man. I'm down. We'll live stream the whole fucking thing. That'd be great.
Oh my god. This is like Billy the Fridge all over again.
Let's do it. Let's fucking go. It's summer. Hey, you know what? Let's go on a road trip all the way down to Reno. From Seattle, we'll take a road trip all the way down to fucking Reno. We'll live stream the whole fucking thing. And then we'll gamble every single bit of money that we made on the way down. And either we'll win big or we'll go home in shame.
I think the COVID is so bad right now. I'm good for now.
Sounds like defeat to me.
I don't know.
Good car, Grady C.
Oh, someone got the same car as you?
Good car.
That's cool.
Cool, man.
50 miles per gallon. What a wonderful car. Beautiful, tiny little car. Small Volvo. Tight Volvo. It's a Prius. Tiny little Prius.
On behalf of the skeptic community, I would like to formally apologize for leading anybody along the erroneous path of thinking that maybe Trump was down with the gays. He's not. We were wrong. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Take your hatred out on my face.
So this is my car. It was made. It's a 2014 Dodge Charger. It was the 100th anniversary of Dodge, actually. So it has this kind of interior. It's got like half red, half black leather interior, and it has it's this color. Yeah,
cool, man. Yeah. That looks like a sexy ass car.
It is.
Let's go fucking gamble. Let's go, dude. We'll go have some fun. And I'll hopefully drink to the point where I don't remember my skeptic days, and that'd be great. We'll
You
both
kill
win.
that part of your brain?
I have been trying for years. But you know what? You're never going to get anywhere if you don't keep trying.
What else do we have? Holy shit. We've been doing these topics for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just have, I guess I have to play the usual music. So I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose
Oh, the
I could
Streamlabs?
read some Streamlabs.
Yeah, do that first.
Brian D. Boyd, thank you for some big money. Fidel Castro said, I've been a mess these past few days. I lost someone close.
Aww.
Make sure to care for those close. Make sure they know they are loved. Take care of each other's mental health. Solidarity is everything. Also, 1312 ACAB. Sorry, you're going through that, Fidel. Glad that we can be here with you while you do, though.
For real, man. 2 weeks ago, 1 year ago, 2 weeks ago, I lost my mom, man. So I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Mr. Captain Snack says, waterfalls from sky in a phenomenon called rain. People die when their life ends, and drama channels have fallen for Chris Hansen's BS. More obvious news at 11. Calificent said, it's weird if ID covers Onision because almost all their shows are about murder. Tucker
Murder.
White 94 says, I would like Billy make an announcement. John gave a nice little patron pledge. Thank you, John. Major Lee Awesome gave us a big money. Thank you, Brian D. Board, with more big money. Stuttering Chris says, I would like to go start YouTube, but I'm insecure about my stutter. Any advice? Just do it, Chris. You'll be just fine. Some people make good money off their stutter on social media, streaming platforms and stuff. Make it charismatic. Stuttering is not the end of the world. Brian D. Boyd says, is the Paul McCartney story Chris Hansen's Applebee's?
Yes! Just like Vadim's
Probably.
Applebee's story. Yes.
Bugs.
I was about to have a threesome with 45-year-old MILFs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
Bugs says, Billy is looking like a double-wide surprise. God damn. Thank you, Bugs, for whatever that means.
I know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
It's been like 2.5 years since the Applebee's story. I've been to Applebee's like 4 or 5 times since then.
Have you
Nobody
seen...
has.
Oh, no?
Nobody has approached me to get into an orgy. I'm actually very upset about this. And I went late at night. Expecting the later you go to an Applebee's, the more desperate they might be.
Yeah, at closing, any bar is, right? Aren't there the people that hang out till closing at the bar waiting to for the leftovers to hook up?
Maybe I'm just not that appealing for the milfy orgy crowd.
Hold on though,
Maybe,
I thought you were because you were on Dr. Phil.
You would think, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't actually get that power level. I don't know.
Next time you go, just play you on Dr. Phil on your phone next to you and be like, "Hi, ladies," and then they can just see, you on Dr. Phil.
Did Vadim...
You ever fuck somebody who was on TV?
Didn't Vadim go to a...
Jeff, I heard that you were tracking this lady who was drinking this salty diarrhea water, and all of a sudden they just tear their panties off. They want to fuck me. It'd be great, dude.
Didn't Vadim go to an Applebee's in Florida, though? Isn't that where he was at?
Because
Floridians are more DTF. They're all more DTF. It's very humid down there. They're already moist. They're naturally moist.
Was that all the Streamlabs, by the way?
Yeah.
I don't see, but that's the thing. Wow.
Jeff is gonna love this next video.
Wow.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't
I think you touched me, DP. Have you never seen this one yet, Jeff?
No, it's so. I saw it.
It's great.
I do want to say though, just so I don't get in trouble, I do believe Vadim, but I think the difference is Florida. Florida is the difference.
So I just heard that patriots wielding American flags have entered the autonomous zone.
No.
Oh.
Shit's kind of going down.
They're armed. Anyway, let's watch this. Jeff, you're going to love this. Just wait.
I bet I will. Let's do it.
Woke white people, I'd like to ask you a favor. Please stop asking for forgiveness for your white privilege. You're not fooling anybody. You're not helping black people or any other minority. And your public confessions don't make you look virtuous. They make you look disingenuous, which is a really nice way of saying fake, phony, and fraudulent. For starters, what is white privilege anyway? Because you're born with white skin, you have all these advantages that I don't have? Like what? Like you can get a mortgage loan that I can't get? I got a loan. At a great rate, by the way.
Anecdotal.
And I got the house. Why would a banker not give a loan to someone who met the loan requirements? He doesn't want to make money? I've never heard of such a banker.
There have been bankers that didn't care about the money, that just didn't want to give a loan to someone they didn't like. And yes, this is a fact. It doesn't matter if you've never heard of it. You're ignorant to it.
My grandmother was in real estate in like the 60s. And here in Seattle, she would get a lot of shit because she would sell houses to people of color.
They'd be like, it lowers the property value in the whole neighborhood.
None of the other real estate agents would do it. And she was like, fuck it, I'm a woman real estate. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to do it.
Or how about this? You can enter a store and not be looked upon with suspicion, but I, a black person, cannot, except that has never happened to me. But if I was a young dude with my pants hanging down to my butt, I could understand why
Listen to the music they're playing. PragerU is such a fucking joke.
Store owner would be concerned. I used to be a cop. Believe me, I understand. If I owned a store, I'd be tracking that kid too, whether he was black, white, or anything else. Or what if I had a store that had a history of being shoplifted by young black women, and a young black woman with a bad attitude walked in?
Bad attitude.
Would I be suspicious?
Bad attitude.
Yeah, I would. Who wouldn't? I call that common sense, not bigotry. But there's another way of looking.
The way I feel is common sense.
Looking at this. In many ways, in today's America, blacks have more privilege than whites. It's been my experience that whites bent over backwards to give blacks every possible advantage. If two people are equally qualified for a job, the black person will usually get it. Big companies and prestigious universities fall all over one another trying to sign up talented black people. If you deny this, you are denying reality, which is what the person who dreamed up this whole thing did. A professor of women's studies at Wellesley College by the name of Peggy McIntyre.
He's just going to keep making points, so do you want to respond to what he just said?
I mean, I guess it could. Yeah. All right. Sure. Okay. I guess I can make a few points on this. So back in my day when I was a hardcore skeptic YouTuber, I knew all the clever ideological traps and that sort of thing until I actually got challenged to look into things beyond what was in our little toolkit of understanding statistics. And people asked me, is systemic racism actually a thing? I said, well, I mean, as far as I understand it, no. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you look into sentencing disparities? And so I started looking into it. Lo and fucking behold, and I'm sure it was a surprise to me, as it sure is a surprise to other people as well, systemic racism is absolutely a fucking thing. And you can actually see it. You can measure it by people getting charged for the exact same crime, the exact same priors. In fact, if you even account for the differences in their class, the amount of money they make, whether they're from a low income background or a medium income background, blacks inadvertently, always, perpetually get sentenced for longer for the same fucking crimes as white people. Now, trust me, as somebody who made a living working as a skeptic YouTuber, I don't want this to be true. I don't want this to be true. But it's fucking real! It's real. It actually fucking exists. You can see and you can observe, even when you counter for even the most specific, tiny, pedantic little fucking instances, trying to find a way to argue it away, it doesn't fucking work. There is a systemic, and it's systemic because this is actually sentencing lengths for the exact same crime. This is part of a broader system. And the only difference, because we can account for it, trying to think, well, maybe it's because of how much money they make or whether they live in a nice neighborhood. Even when we counter for those fucking factors, the only relevant stat that remains is race. You can have no other like summary conclusion than this is actually systemic fucking racism. It exists. I'm sorry, guys. I wish it wasn't true. I don't want it to be fucking true. I'm not comfortable with it being fucking true, but it's fucking true. It's there.
Yeah.
We just have to stop. We have to stop trying to find a way to excuse a way that it doesn't actually exist, and we have to accept that it actually does exist, and we have to change it. We just have to fucking change it. That's it. That's all it is. It's not like a big fucking thing. It's not that we all have to feel fucking sorry for ourselves. It's not like we white people have to fucking whip ourselves and feel bad for being white. It's not like that. It's that we just have to accept it's real, dude. It's fucking real. And then we just have to do something to try and make it not real. We have to change it so it's not a thing.
She wrote in an article in 1988 about all the white privilege she thought she had. She listed 46, including this one. I can choose bandages and flesh color and have them more or less match my skin. Wow. That's some kind of privilege. Soon others took up the...
It is a privilege, honestly.
Yeah, but you know why? Because the majority of people have that color flesh tone. It's just
in this
as far
part
as
of the
marketing
world.
goes.
Yeah.
In this part of the world, yes. As far as marketing goes, you're going to sell to the majority.
I just saw
That's
a news
how
story
demographics work.
that they're offering different shades now.
I'm sure they are, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's, you know what that's going to do?
Sure.
That's going to sell more to the brand of people with those shades. Now, if they can afford to do that, you start off with what you can afford. It's business. And yet, business can be a little racist because there is a majority
But
of your
for them,
pandering to.
forever, it was easier just to print them all in the same color.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how many, like, you would have to, like, produce based on percentages.
I'm fat, so like I have this disadvantage because bandages never fit my cuts. My cuts are always bigger than the bandages. I have big old giant cuts. You guys have small body privilege. A lot of times, yeah. I get huge cuts because I'm so fucking fat.
Cause
Yeah, my
today,
asshole.
these so-called progressives dominate our colleges and universities, imposing this absurd notion of white privilege on their students. That's too bad because it does nothing good for white students, and it does nothing good for black students. But
it
of the
doesn't
two,
matter.
ironically, the white...
Oh my god! It doesn't do anything like good or bad necessarily. It just is what it fucking is. It depends on how you're gonna fucking respond to it. You know, like maybe this is a fucking hot take. Maybe this will like come back and bite me in the ass. But I would guarantee you, almost, again, I might be wrong, that the same sentencing disparity exists with men versus women. I would almost guarantee you that. That's my reaching out to like my fucking MRA, my MGTOW, my fucking incel friends, all that kind of shit. I bet that's probably the fucking case. I bet that there's a sentencing disparity against dudes versus women. Because the thing is, prejudice is fucking real. It's fucking real. It's always been fucking real.
Oh.
We just have to accept that it actually is
Oh
real.
my God, Jeff, it's so easy. Why are you such a beta?
And then
Don't you understand that the statistics show that black people commit more crimes? Oh, it's so easy. Jeff, You're such a beta.
I hate you so much, Ben. I hate you so much.
What do you mean,
I'm just
Ben?
saying.
What do you mean, Ben? It's Devin.
Oh, is it Devin? Excuse me. Sorry, Devin. Sorry. I hate you so much, Devin. Honestly, man, I think that we look at these things in the wrong fucking way. We have to accept that there's going to be a prejudice. We have to accept that there's obviously going to be a prejudice. This idea, this PragerU fucking video is so goddamn fucking so. There's no such thing as prejudice. Of course there's prejudice, you stupid asshole. If I take any one of you people out there watching right now live, and I put you in a fucking hermetically sealed goddamn chamber, and I quiz you long enough, I'll find your prejudice. I'll find some way in which you're prejudiced towards one thing versus other things. Not necessarily against things, but towards a thing. That's how everybody works.
We're humans, and humans save time by being prejudiced. Right?
I see a lot of people in the chat attacking AIU. AIU is one of the best video editors I've ever seen.
Like, what the fuck is AIU?
Atheism is unstoppable.
Never fucking heard of him.
Yeah, no. I don't know either.
Hold on. You've heard
I don't know
of
who
him.
the fuck that is.
No. No, you're lying.
He played Captain
You're
Kangaroo
lying.
on the children's sitcom Captain Kangaroo.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Is that who he is?
No,
oh, okay.
no, seriously.
I think no, Billy, what Billy says.
Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking
Ben,
with
if
me?
you can't tell he's fucking with you, then this is weird. Let's just move on. Obviously, Jeff
Are
is...
you fucking with me?
Yeah, it's obvious. Oh my God. Let's just move on from this. Jeff doesn't want to talk about Captain Kangaroo, and I don't care to fucking argue about Captain Kangaroo. We have white privilege to stop here. Let's stop some white privilege.
Wow, you guys are weird.
Students, get the better of the deal. Let me explain. To acknowledge your white privilege is supposed to make you feel bad. Only it doesn't. It makes you feel good because by acknowledging your white privilege, you're declaring yourself to be enlightened.
Who cares?
And as a virtue bonus.
Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares? What the fuck? Who gives a shit?
You don't want a virtue bonus, Jeff? Do you realize
my fucking God.
What's the point of having white privilege if we don't get to collect virtue bonuses along the way?
Ah! Okay, fuck. Okay, listen. I didn't do anything to become white. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't do fucking anything.
I did.
I bleached myself.
I took a fucking $80 DNA test to become white. Before that, I thought I was Native American.
I don't feel like I gained anything by being white. They're
And
just
they
simple.
say white. Tell them that it's human nature. White.
This is something.
Are we living that way?
This is something.
What?
This is something nobody wants to hear. But the real privilege is being. The real privilege is not being an idiot.
I'm just saying, like, if you're white, like you shouldn't feel bad that you're white. It wasn't your fucking choice, man, and you shouldn't feel good that you're white. Cause again, you didn't do anything to be white, you fucking idiot. That doesn't mean anything. What it has to do with it is things that are beyond your fucking control. So you shouldn't feel bad that you're white, and you shouldn't feel good that you're white, because you didn't fucking do anything to make it that way or the other. Instead, you just have to understand, like, how that might interplay with other people. And if you care, then do something. And if you don't care, that's okay too. Then just don't give a fuck.
I'm so excited for the AIU video where he's like, Jeff Holiday doesn't know who I am.
Listen, I'm look, no, hang on. Here's the fucking hot take. Here's a hot take, and here's the tea. Okay, all of my white friends out there, okay, white brethren, white boys, white girls out there, okay, right now. If you don't care that you're white, that's okay. That's okay. And if somebody's like, you should feel bad for being white, they're wrong. Okay, they're wrong. They're totally wrong. You shouldn't feel bad for being white. You shouldn't. There's nothing wrong with being white. It's okay. Hashtag it's okay to be white. But it also doesn't convey anything good either. It's up to you whether or not you want to try and participate further and try and help people who are not white. And if you don't, that's okay. That's totally cool.
I hate it when people go, I hate it when people take credit for shit that other white people did, like it's one of their accomplishments. Like a white guy invented this. It's like, Okay.
Right. Who gives a shit?
That's like taking credit for shit a right-handed person invented. Like,
if you're white and you don't want to participate in a larger conversation beyond your own demographic, then just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Keep your fucking mouth shut and just be white. Be white on your own fucking white ass self. Just go be white over there. Just be white. It's okay. It's cool. I'm not mad at you. Nobody here is mad at you. Nobody has any reason to be mad. It's okay. Just be white. But if you want to be more concerned of the world than just like who you are and what you are, well, we got to have like weird, uncomfortable conversations. And it's unfortunate that we do. But I mean, that's just kind of the cost we have to pay if we want to like try and make a bigger global splash. And it's okay as long as we come at it from a place of understanding and patience. We try and be as chill as possible. We could probably maybe make something cool happen because of it. I think so. I think it's possible.
And here, guys, don't feel bad if you're black either. Just be black.
Just be black. Just be black.
But don't be black if you're white. Okay? We can all agree Rachel Dolezal was in the wrong.
I still have her autobiography in my bathroom right now.
You read that while you poop?
Yeah, I do. I've read it a couple of times over. It's fascinating, dude.
Interesting.
It's pretty great. Yeah.
Interesting.
I get so fucking tired of people, especially I get so tired of like the Nazi boys being like, "Are you trying to tell me it's not okay to be white?" Of course it's fine to be white. Come on, just shut up. What? Ain't nobody give a fuck about you. Just shut up. Just shut up.
It's like they opened up the most common Pokemon card in the pack and we're bragging about it. Okay?
I know. That's exactly what it's. Oh my God.
Oh my dude, you got a fucking Charmander. Good for you, dude. Wow. Good for you, dude. Wow. You got a Charmander, okay?
It also makes you
evolve that bitch into a Charizard or shut the fuck up.
Don't acknowledge their privilege.
I hate this video. This video sucks, dude.
I knew you were I knew it was for you.
I love this video because I just get to sit back and listen to this man tell me how it is.
Wow.
Privilege, which is supposed to make you feel bad, ends up making you feel good. Meanwhile, the real damage is to blacks. What makes whites feel good makes blacks angry. More than 50 years after the civil rights movement, the message is, you're still oppressed. How can this not create a victim mentality?
Wow. It sounds like Tommy Sotomayor is making this video.
Any color who sees himself as a victim
I definitely think people don't need to see themselves as a victim, and this is a mind trap for people to look at themselves as a victim, like it's impossible for them to climb out of a terrible situation, and it just gets them in that negative mind space right off the bat. But that doesn't excuse all the shit that actually is up against them and victimizing them.
99% of the time, you just get this idea of like, well, you're just oppressed. You're just oppressed because you're just black. Maybe it's not this, maybe it's not that. Well, what about the times when a cop throws you on the fucking ground and puts a fucking knee on your goddamn neck, dude? Like,
well, yeah, like the amount of times that happens is fucking too many. But it's also a boogeyman too, right?
Too many.
Yeah, it's also a boogeyman too, though.
One time of any fucking race is too fucking many.
Dude, on the last show, I showed a 15-year-old article where a guy in my hometown was strapped down to a table and tasered 9 times until he died. A black guy.
Yep. Absolutely.
And like back then, no one did anything. Like now, a guy gets choked to death on someone's knee. It's like now, shit's happening.
The seeds have been planted for 15 years,
right, or longer, way longer.
You can plant a seed, and it could take decades for the conditions to be right for that seed to grow.
They fried this dude with like they zapped him until his heart stopped.
It was like 4 or 5 years ago in Springfield, Oregon, which is it's basically the same city, but it's like right next to mine. This dude was a combat vet. He had PTSD. He was all by himself. He called the cops and he said, "Look, I'm suicidal. I'm having a really fucking hard time. I have cops. I have guns in my house, but I'm not touching them. But I am at risk of hurting myself and maybe killing myself. The cops show up. They don't wait. We have in this city, we have a crisis response team. Cops didn't wait for that crisis response team, and instead they engaged with this fucking guy. He not once stepped foot in his house to go get his guns. He was unarmed. They shot him to fucking death. They shot him to death. He was a fucking combat vet with fucking honors.
Years ago.
His only crime was that he had mental illness that came from the abuse of being in a fucking war zone serving his country. It's fucking crazy.
Years ago, during the early days of this show, we covered a story out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, that was in the foothills, like out near the mountains, where it's kind of like rugged territory, but people still live there, but it's like fewer and farther between. And there was a guy that was suspected of like breaking into houses. So when they found him, like a whole like SWAT team surrounded him. They sicked dogs on him. And when the dogs came at him, he pulled out a knife and was like trying to like fight off the dogs. After he pulled off the knife, they just blew him away. Mm-hmm. And there was like a video of it. That was like the first video we ever watched on the show where a dude like literally just got blown away. And when he got blown away, he's laying on the ground still alive, like dying. And they're like, get up. He's like, I can't get up. I'm dying. Mm-hmm. He literally said that.
Bullet in him, dude. Yeah.
Almost a decade ago.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
Just short of a decade ago, right outside of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, Chaz, just right outside of Chaz, almost a decade ago, there was a Native American man, John T. Williams, walking down the street, whittling a piece of wood with a pocket knife. Yeah, a cop pulled up behind him, pulls his gun, tells this man who happened to be deaf from behind to drop the knife. Within seconds, unloads the gun in this guy's back and kills him in the streets. In the streets. This deaf man, this Native American man that was walking down the street with a pocket knife in a piece of wood. A pocket knife in a piece of wood.
Isn't there a new case out of Tacoma where like a guy died recently?
Probably.
Just real quick, because there was somebody in the chat that was asking the story that I was talking about. It's a fucking white guy, okay? It's a white dude.
Yeah. This problem is a human problem, and I'm all for the Black Lives Matter movement because it's not just about black people. It's definitely about black people. But this is going to benefit everybody when we start to take away some of this power. Because when the cops go to work every day, they're worried about going home alive, right? But that's their job.
Let's talk about actual maniacs right quick here. Here's an actual maniac. Guys, you need one of these. This is the BENPAI actual maniac. Sign up on Patreon, $25 or above, to get your actual maniac. Each month you will get mailed a new actual maniac. This is the one for me. You missed young Bill Fridge last month. Oh my God. You should be sad. Because here he is. He gone forever. Do you want the rest of the series? There's more coming too. You'll get more. But sign up right now. I am right now personally fulfilling all of these orders. So sign up down below, twitch.tv, or hold on, twitch.tv, patreon.com/DP. Sign up there, $25 or above. Put in your address. All of that good shit. Make sure your address is in there. There's no deal. We are not cutting a deal. Here we go.
The deal. What's the deal?
You see my my actual maniac?
Oh yeah, that looks great, dude.
Yeah.
That reminds me, what was the name of that toy company? They made those little dudes. Muscle men. Yeah. I had a fuck ton of those things.
So, Jeff, I have to ask your opinion on the bracket. Are you familiar with this? Actual Mania 9. Actual Mania 9. We're gonna have Jeff. Actual Mania 9.
Who's Lucian Hodebach?
Corpse Midget.
Oh God. Okay, Jared Genesis versus Corpse Midget. Okay, that's interesting. Egghead versus Chris Chan. Jesse Lee Peterson versus Tila Tequila. This is okay.
Do you understand what the winner of this tournament gets, though?
They get their own. They get their own
They
muscle man.
get what we call currency in the account, and I'll tell you what. All right, so so they can cash it in at any time, whenever the world champion has had a match. So let's say Gail, the world champion, takes on Alex Jones. And in that match, Alex Jones gets 35% of the vote. Well, when the person holding this decides to challenge Gail after her match, she's going to get a negative 35%. Whatever the previous match against her scored is going to be deducted from her score in this special challenge here.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, so let me see the brackets again. Let me see this.
All right.
So King Cobra versus Onision, and the ultimate title is what?
Well, they get a shot to challenge the champ at any time, and if Gail has just had a match, we're going to deduct whatever percentage she had against this challenge.
I think we're going to get down to, at the end of it, I think we're going to get down to King Cobra versus Egghead.
Whoa.
That's my guess. That's my guess. Absolutely. I don't know where it's going to go from there. I don't think Onision versus King Cobra is even a competition. Honestly.
That's why it's a 1 seed versus an 8 seed. If you notice, they're numbered.
I see it. But I think it's going to be my boy Egghead versus King Cobra. And look, listen, Egg, I love you, Egg. I love you. I don't know who's going to come out on top versus you and King Cobra. I don't know. I'm going to hope for you because you're my boy, but I don't know. I can't say for sure.
All right, I have a promo.
Who's the current champion right now?
Gail?
Well, all y'all are going to fucking lose, so whatever.
Gail is undefeated, literally undefeated. At first, we only put her against other women, but she mopped the floor with all of them, so we're like, oh, she's going for world title. And then she won for world title. So now, it's
How do you battle against Gail?
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
The best way to battle is to win this because she takes a disadvantage when you challenge her because of it.
Man. I don't know. Gail is pretty incredible. I have a box. I have an open box. It's actually in my studio right over here that I'm supposed to be mailing to Gail this month. What should I put in it? DP fam, if there's something that you could think of.
Let us know, but I have a statement from Egghead on all of this. Here he is.
Really? Okay.
So, Ben, y'all want to play games? Y'all, the motherfuckers, the hosts, the be-all, end-all, the hosts wants to play games. They want me to be a better competitor for Chris Chan. Well, fine.
I love you, Egg.
In the last
I love you so much,
promo
Egg.
I wasn't all there myself. I was, being depressed and cynical and, kind of a little bit suicidal, but whatever. They want me to be the old Egghead. They want me to be the old king of cringe. Well, do they now? Well, fine. Do you know what you have done?
Yes.
You have brought back the fucking king of cringe and at Actual Mania 9. All of those competitors, starting with Chris Chan. I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to fucking emaciate them.
Get it, boy. Get it. Get it, boy. Get it.
I'm going to end them. I'm going to fucking end them.
Destroy.
One of them. I'm going to fucking end them.
Yes.
And I'm going to love it.
Perfect. 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 All of you should sign up to catch it live. Actual Mania 9, June 26th. Friday, June 26th. Main event, Gale versus Alex Jones. Secondary main event, Billy the Fridge versus Pimp Monk for the Cringerweight title. And then below, the currency in the account tournament, all of the competitors down below that you see. And it's a live vote for all of our patrons live. You don't want to miss it. Jeff, you should join us for one of these live where you can like...
I'd love to. Yeah.
All right.
Be one of the announcers. I would love to. I would absolutely love
yes,
to. That'd be great.
Please. Friday, June 26th.
Okay. We'll talk offline. I got a whole thing going on for the end of the month, but I actually might be able to make that. That would be pretty fucking fantastic. But also though, by the way, I do have an open box. Like I was saying, if anybody has like art or something they want to like physically send Gale, you can send it to me and I will print it out and put it in the box that I'm going to mail to Gale. So just to let everybody know. Because she doesn't, I mean, you can email Gale. It's not the same though. Like if she actually like gets it physically, she really appreciates it. So no dildos. If you send me a dildo, I'm going to get really fucking mad. Don't send me any fucking dildos for Gale.
Yes, please don't.
Yeah, don't do it.
All right. How long can All right. We got a couple more minutes. I am going to play... This is what we're going to do. This month has become Twitch post-show month. So we're going to do a post-show on Twitch in a couple minutes after this. Live.
Okay.
And on there, we're going to cover some stuff that we didn't get to on tonight's show. Like literally our normal content. You're going to see it. So like it's an extension of the show. So if you're one of these people that's like, I don't like Twitch, you're going to miss part of the show if you don't show up. Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants.
Fucking stupid ass loser.
Yes.
Fucking creepoid loser.
So you better fucking show
Twitch,
up.
Loser.
Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. And when we end the show, we're like going live over there immediately. There's going to be a little cool down. Like I'm going to play a little music in the meantime while we, go pee-pee and that sort of thing. But you should go there. You really should. Because we're trying to build it up. We have to diversify, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? On the Vosh episode, there was some person in there that was like, why do you guys promote Amazon? You're evil. How dare you have Jeff Holiday and Vosh on your stream? And I'm like, Jeff Holiday streams on Twitch, which is owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
So fuck you, you idiot.
So my favorite fucking message on that episode was somebody was like, hey, Ben, do you really want this episode to go for another 2 hours? Jeff Holiday says 2 hours later. The stream
Well, that's when
ends.
Adam showed up. No one knew Adam would show up. So we're all like, oh, yeah, we might as well go longer.
I fucking love that man so much.
He's so great.
So great.
One of the most hospitable people ever, too. Like, I never felt so taken care of,
Nobody has to Nobody has to actually humor my bullshit. Nobody does.
No.
I'm I'm kind of a dumb asshole. I just happen to be kind of an appealing asshole to Ben, so he puts up with me. But Adam,
do I really put up with you though?
I mean, no.
Okay,
listen,
no. I'll tell you what. I put up with you, but I gotta say something every time that I put up with you.
I have to pay the cost every time I fucking do it. But Adam is such
Adam will take it. I won't take it. I'll be like, fuck you. All right, I'll do it. But fuck you, Jeff.
Adam will take me in, and he's very sweet. And even when I'm like giving my hot takes about Kubrick, and he is a movie review person.
That got heated. I was like, I ended up going to bed that night when you guys were arguing about it. I was like, I'm leaving and going to bed.
I know, and I like the thing. I knew I was arguing the unpopular opinion, but it is what it is, you know.
You know that you do that all the time. That's not out of character for you.
Sure, but the thing is, like, you always make it sound like I am not cool with people disagreeing with me.
But you make it sound like I'm eating like 5-star meals for literally every meal.
You do.
No, I don't. Dude, you've been to you. Hold on.
Are you just trying to impress me when I come into town?
No, you've been to plenty of places with me that are not 5-star places.
And then when I'm not around, you just like eat McDonald's or something.
No, but like no. Well, for one thing, I've literally sent you on a McDonald's run for me to like go pick up.
That's true. That's totally true.
And then also like, you know, we went to the Goose, which is like the dive bar in
dude, I love the Goose.
And then like the one when we went up to Vancouver, there's 13 coins. That's not a bougie place. That's is. Is it though?
13 coins is bougie.
Well, it's 24 hours, so that's why we went there.
13 coins is a little bougie, but I mean, it's not. It's not.
It is bougie.
It is bougie, but it's not bougie like that. You know where that whole joke comes from though was because the first time, yes,
but that wasn't just me. I wasn't the only one there.
I know. It's not just you. It's not even a slam on you. It was just a slam on like the first time I ever came up to be on the Drunken Peasants. It was you and some other guys. And I ended up having only $50 to my name, and I spent that entire $50 on that dinner. And I had all this booze, and nobody else drank it. And I was like, "Damn it! Wow, everybody just wanted to spend all this money on like Wagyu beef."
That was not Wagyu beef, by the way.
No, was it not?
No.
We spent $50 on that restaurant, and it wasn't Wagyu beef.
Well, it's all you can eat, like. Prime cuts.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Billy's last meal before he started dieting was there.
It's a nice restaurant. It's great. It's it's called Brazilian.
Fogo de Chao,
it's called
Brazilian Rodizio Steakhouse.
Fogo de Chao is what it's
78
called.
names. All of them are just $60 for dinner, which seems to be expensive too.
But it's all you can eat, like. I mean, it's $60 where you get like unlimited salad bar with like cheese and lunch meat, and then all you can eat, like people serve you cuts. Like
you're selling it terribly, guys. It's all you can eat: cheese and lunch meat, and then cuts of meat. It's just a really good. They have these guys that come and carve the meat at your table. It's big.
It is
cuts
expensive.
of steak.
Like it's
bacon wrapped filet mignon.
Yeah, bacon wrapped filet mignon, and then they have like an antipasto bar. It's not just like lunch meat and stuff. It's like top tier salamis and charcuteries.
Oh, sure,
and cheeses.
Yeah.
Sorry,
they're practically like serving you the filet mignon and jerking your dick off at the same time. Like, this is very fancy.
And they'll serve you a caipirinha, which is like a Brazilian national cocktail, which is like a rum. It's almost like a rum margarita in a way.
It is actually really delicious. Yeah. But that's where the whole like thing between me and Ben of me being like, Wagyu fancy.
I don't do that though.
I know you don't, but I just keep going with it because it's funny.
Annie V in the pleb chat says, "I wish buffets had wristbands for all you can eat for one day. Come and go as you please. Go to Vegas. They have it."
Yeah, like when, like if I travel somewhere, I try like whatever the popular cuisine is. So like when I went to the Netherlands, one big thing there is Indonesian food. So I had like an Indonesian food type dinner experience where they serve you like a small buffet of all these little morsels, and you just kind of pick through it. So
yeah, we had some pretty fucking dank ass dinners when we were in Vegas too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, no, Vegas and then Vancouver. Yeah, we've had some great fucking meals together.
Adam, who was from there, knew like where the like good morsels were. Like he took us to that sushi place where they just serve you.
He didn't take us to a sushi place. He took us to a sashimi place.
Okay,
where
whatever.
we had legit like the most fresh, delicious, prime cut, raw fish, and it was really fucking good. Oh my god. It was like $7 a piece.
Yep.
And we
For
had
like a
enough
big
like
slab.
raw fish that like filled us up. It was so good. That was dope. And then we went to a restaurant that was like $45 for some wagyu beef. I'm just kidding.
What was that? No,
I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, that was the last place we went for the night. I'm just fucking around. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you had those fucking...
I do want to tell you that when Adam came here and he stayed at my house, we went downtown for the wrestling show, and he asked me to pick a restaurant, and I picked one, and he told me it was exactly what he had wanted in a restaurant.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Was it Chipotle?
No, it was the pink. It was the Pink Door.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, the Pink Door, yeah.
In Pike Place Market, it's like it's weird. They have like weird like burlesque drag shows. You'll have like a drag queen serving you dinner, but it's like Italian kind of food.
I can eat it.
So when are the two of you gonna come down here to around the Eugene area, and we're all gonna go like
I'll tell you
shoot a
what.
bunch of
Convince
guns?
the NCAA. Hold on. Convince the NCAA to have to have Oregon versus Ohio State, because I am going.
Just come down and shoot guns with me.
Yeah, just go have... I drove right through Jeff City on Sunday, and I thought about stopping. I saw you and Mem were out shooting, and I was like 2 hours or 3 hours away from where you guys were.
Just swing like a half an hour outside of your way and shoot some guns. It'd be great.
Oh my God. I don't want you to see how bad of a shot I am.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
dude.
then aim for the head.
I have bad eyes and my hands shake. It doesn't matter, dude. I'm not good at shooting either. I just shoot a lot.
I'm really good at shooting.
All right.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a
Let's do it.
sharpshooter.
Let's do it.
I was driving back from like Bay Area, and I was trying to get to you in time for shooting, but I didn't make it to Eugene. And I saw you guys were already out shooting on Sunday, and so I was still far out.
I will make a whole big ass fucking thing. I'll go down and lock down a giant ass fucking campsite just for you guys to come out and go shooting with me. We'll do it. It'd be fun.
You want to shoot?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I will shoot with you if you take me on in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah? Mortal Kombat 11?
No, literal Mortal Kombat.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
where I
that's
can pull your spine out of your shoulders.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take me home, so I can't remember. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. We're going to be going to twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. File in for the post show with the most show.
Go there now, because
wackadoodle.
Yeah, don't miss it, bitches. All right, good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.
All right, here we are. Sorry. Holy shit. I tried to run away and piss during the break, and it did not work. Fuck. Here we are. Yeah.
I had to go to Chipotle, guys. Excuse me, I just got back.
Oh shit! I think Jeff left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Fuck these guys. I'm going home."
Is that what he said?
No, I just assume that's what he said. I assume.
All right. So, wow.